to my makeup tutorial. Today I'm going to be talking about contouring and specifically how I do my contour, which is more natural. It's a more natural approach. So if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so to start off, we're going to want to prime our skin. My face is washed and I put moisturizer on before I do that, which is important because it's going to make everything else go on more smoothly. I'm just using Smashbox's Photo Finish Primer. I'm going to apply that really quickly. Next, I'm going to take the NARS Velvet Matte Tint in the shade Finland. I'm just going to apply that with my fingers as well. Okay, now it's time to move on to the contour. So I'm going to start with the cream contour and then I'm going to set it with powder contour. And the contour color I'm going to be using is by Maskcara Cosmetics. Quick note about contour colors. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it's that when you're using a contour color, you want it to be really, really cool toned. That means that the brown will look almost gray instead of like a bronzer, which is more reddish, really warm brown. The reason being is if you look at shadows, you can see that they're a lot darker and almost grayish in tone versus being really warm, and if you do end up using a bronzer to contour with or a really warm contour color, you are going to end up looking really muddy and it's not going to have the effect of really sculpting your face. So it's really important to choose cool toned contour colors, and I'll link below a list of really good ones that I know of that you guys can check out. So like I said, I'm using Maskcara Cosmetics. I'm using this shade, which is called... can't remember what it's called, but I will look that up for you guys. I'm going to take that contour color on my finger right here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it to the areas of face that I want to slim down or make recede. So on my forehead, I'm just going to go right around the edge. I don't have a super big forehead, but if you did, you could really go in and shade a lot to make that look smaller. I'm just going to go around the edges like this. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that contour color along the jawline. Pretty much everyone can benefit from contouring on the jawline. Let's just make like a small right angle right over there. Do the same on the other side. Like so. I like to add a little just below my lip. Like that. And then I personally don't contour my nose very much. I'm going to do it just to show you guys, but in general I don't usually contour my nose. And all I'm doing is I'm drawing two lines as straight as I can from the bridge of my nose down. And then I'm going to, at the bottom of my nose, just round it out right there. And then lastly, the cheekbones. So to get the contour in the right place with your cheekbones, you're going to want to suck in your cheeks and take your finger and you'll actually feel where your cheekbone is, and what you want to do is draw the line right below the cheekbone. So like that. And you want to continue this line heading towards your mouth, but you want to actually stop it before you get to your mouth. You want to draw an invisible line down from your pupils and stop it right about there. Like so. And you can make sure that it kind of tapers out, that it gets a lot fainter towards your mouth and is more deep by the hairline. Do the other side. Like that. So now we have our contour color on the face. We are going to add our cream highlight. For the cream highlight, I'm going to be using these NYX HD foundations. I'm using the shades 2 and 4 because I'm a little bit in between now, and just mixing those evenly half and half on the back of my hand. Alright, so again with my finger, I'm just going to take this highlight shade and draw a little pie piece right in my eye area, both sides. It's like a little triangle. And then I'm going to do dash there, dash over my lips, in between those two contour lines of the jaw and the cheekbone, and then a little bit up here and down the bridge of the nose. Like that. So now it's time to blend it all in. To do that, I'm just going to be using this It Cosmetics dual-ended brush. It's got like a really big fluffy end on one side and a really thin on the other. And I'm going to start with my highlight shade first. I'm just going to squeeze it a little bit so it's a little more accurate. And with a patting motion, blend that in to the... Alright, now I'm going to go in and blend out the contour. When you're blending out your cheekbones, make sure you blend towards the hairline and not towards the mouth so that you don't get a bunch of products sitting right around your mouth area. So now we finished the cream and highlight contour. We're going to go ahead and set it with powder. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D contouring palette to set my cream colors, and I'm just going to be using this sort of small tapered brush like this. First off, I'm going to set the highlight. I'm going to use this yellow shade right here. Just pick up that product, and I want to lightly tap it where I applied that cream highlight. Next, I'm going to take this color right on the end, which is Subconscious, and I'm going to apply this to the areas where I applied the cream contour color. You want to be careful. Alright, so now you should be looking really nice and sculpted. I'm just going to finish off the look with a little eye and lip contouring. So for the eyes, I'm using this Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and it's really good for contouring the eyes because it's all matte shadows, which can really help create that depth. So just taking a sort of small little pencil brush like this, I'm going to apply the Naked 2 color, which is this sort of, I don't know, it's like a grayish taupe color. Pick that up on the brush and apply it in my crease area. Your crease area is that line that is created when you open your eyes. It's sort of where your socket would be. I'm going to take this color underneath on the lower lash line. Next, we're going to take a bigger, fluffier brush like this one. A little bit fluffier, and I'm just going to blend that color out. I'm going to go back in with that smaller brush I used before, and I'm going to pick up Faint, which is this very medium toned brown. I'm going to use a lot less of this color because it's darker, and I'm just going to lightly sweep that through the outer crease, outer half, and again blend that out with this brush. Next is going to be highlighting the face, which is my favorite. I'm going to be using the Mary Loumanizer, which is a really intense highlight from the Balm. And I'm going to be taking a fan brush, which looks like this. I really like fan brushes for applying highlighter because they make sure that you don't apply too much at once. They only pick up a little bit of product at a time. So I'm just going to lightly dust it across the top of the cheekbones, and you should be able to see sort of the effect it gives. Just really lifts and brightens. Then you're also going to apply it down the bridge of your nose, Cupid's bow, which is just this little area, a little bit on the chin, and a little bit in the middle of the forehead. Basically all the points of your face the sun would hit naturally. I'm also going to go quickly back to the eyes and add this Nude eyeliner pencil. This is by Scandal. This is by Rimmel. It's called Scandal Eyes, and I'm just going to add that into the waterline of my eye. This really helps to open the eye because it's a flesh tone color and it's not white. It looks a little bit more natural. So I almost forgot. I'm actually going to take a little bit more of this Mary Loumanizer and apply it to the inner corners of the eyes. Also just really close to the lash line on the eyes, so right there. It's going to give the eyes a little bit of a pop. Next is to curl the lashes. So take my eyelash curlers and then I'm just going to apply Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Mascara. So now our eyes are done. I'm just going to add a little bit of blush. Taking that same tapered brush that we used to apply the contour color, I'm just going to take a little bit of this Tarte Exposed blush. Tap that into the cheeks, the apples of the cheeks, which are like the round bits when you smile. This part of your cheek. Lastly, the lips. For the lips, I want to show you guys how to do a little bit of lip contouring to make your lips look bigger. So to do that, I'm actually going to take this brow pencil. It's this Maybelline Define a Brow pencil in the color, I'll link below what the color is. But it's, again, like I was talking about cool contour shades, this is a really nice cool tone brown, which is going to help us contour our lips. So I'm just going to outline the whole of the lips. And then I'm going to layer in the middle of the lips this MAC lipstick called Creme de Nude. And then I'm just going to take my finger and help blend the liner and the lipstick together. And then I'm going to go back in with that darker liner and just deepen up the outside corners. The absolute last step, I promise, is to just help the makeup all set and blend together. And for that, I'm going to be using this. It's from Wen. Basically what it is rose water. If you have rose water, that would work great. You can usually pick it up at health food stores for under 10 bucks. If you have Max Fix Plus, that's also going to do the same thing. Or if you don't have any of that, just spraying your face with a little bit of water will help do the same thing, basically. So a few spritzes of this. And let that dry. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys found it helpful. I just paired it with this high ponytail and I just wrapped a little piece from my ponytail around the band to disguise it and give it a more polished look. I really like to wear my hair up when I contour just because it really shows off all your hard work. So if you guys had any questions, don't forget to leave a comment below and I will definitely answer those. If you liked this tutorial, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe so that you can see my other videos. Otherwise, I will see